absurd seems completely sane.
So anyway, we're live in the room today. I should have been making this video a little while ago. I wanted to, maybe you guys heard me when I formally announced I dumped every stock that I owned yesterday. I'm talking about every stock, even the Qs. Even though I think they're going to 143 by the end of the year, I felt that this market was in store for a slight pullback. UVXY even, I can't believe I'm actually saying it, looked like a buy yesterday, but it still couldn't make that last push to stay in the green. So I figured because of the frustrating move that UVXY had, tomorrow will probably be that day where this market finally takes a dump. Now, I don't know if it's dumping. I wouldn't call 50 points on the Dow a dump. But what I would say is that what we do for a living worked again. Like shorting U.S. Steel or getting out of U.S. Steel if you were still in it. When an analyst upgrades a stock that has gone up from $6 to $16 and now he thinks it's a good idea to buy it, you sell it, people. You sell it. Because what that's telling you is that he's been in it since $10. He's got 3 million shares to unleash onto the market. He doesn't want to sell it when the stock's going down, so he upgrades it to artificially make it go up that morning to then sell it to you sheep that think, oh, well, I guess the coast is clear now. I didn't want to buy it at 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 or 13 or 14 or 15, but now this asshole thinks the coast is clear. Let me get in here at $16. Oh, how come it's going down? How come it's going down? I don't understand. Ooh, why are my stocks going down? I thought they were all upgrade. Upgrades are the clearest cut manipulation there is in the market. Like buying IPOs. By nature, an IPO is, you know what, we're doing pretty well here at this company. Why don't we just artificially increase the value of our stock, get some investment bankers to pump this piece of shit company to other people, GoPro, Fitbit, Etsy, 90% of IPOs, and let's value it at some bullshit price. Let's cash out of this company that we're so happy about doing our IPO with and just dump it on the unsuspecting people. For every Chipotle and Google and Facebook was a failure at one point. You got plenty of time to buy the Facebook after it started to come back and people realized the power of Facebook, but most IPOs suck! Because they're dumping their shit onto you. Anyway, I've seen this market 1,000 times. Now, we were all patting ourselves on the back and jerking each other off with this LL the other day, right? But we're in the thing from $12. Yeah, we bought more yesterday and we held it overnight thinking it was going to gap up. But you know what? And here's the reason that you want to, I'm in a chat room. I'm in an alert service. I get texts. By the time you get a text on your phone, you know that there's, and by the time you do news, the trade is over. The only way you're going to learn how to trade or see what's going on is to be hanging out with an experienced guy that's seen this shit before. So I went from loving the LL to dumping, selling, and going short. All in one moment. Well, so what the hell am I going to do? The stock's rolling over, breaking VWAP, and going negative. What am I saying?
Oh, well, let me see what happens. Oh, you know, I made a video 3 days ago that I was loving LL, so let me just hang on, even though
everything's telling me to dump it! How's that U.S. Steel upgrade working out for you? Good. So anyway, this is made perfectly clear. I'm still in a bullish frame of mind. But if you don't know, every time I leave, and I'm going to Jamaica for 10 days, maybe I'll take the family with me, I'm not sure yet, but I'm leaving. Something always happens. Now, I saw some good reasons to sell some stocks yesterday, so I was like, you know what? Hit the monster key. Out of the Qs, out of the SVXY, out of the UVXY. I even covered the 170 calls on the UVXY as if they're going to go to 170 in our lifetime ever again. But I just want it out. I sold the pot, the Joy Global, the US Steel, the ATI, the FCX, the FEYE, the Twitter, the Alcoa. I even sold the freaking Alcoa. So here's the thing. Normally, when I sell stocks, they go up. Like, when I started selling FCX and US Steel, you saw what happened to that. Here's the thing. You got to decide whether you want to be a day trader, swing trader, investor, a sheep, or I don't know, something else. But when I get back from Jamaica, make it your point out there, people, to see what's going on. Because you know why I'm going to Jamaica? Because I freaking had a great year already. My year is over. The Glick Fund's killing it. We picked oil off the bottom, US Steel off the bottom, FCX off the bottom. I even managed to make money on the shittiest stock in the world, Fitbit and SQ and SRPT and LL. We're picking stocks off the trash heap. Now we're not getting rich, but we made enough money to go on a trip to Jamaica. That's pretty cool, right? Shit. I wish I would have had 30,000 shares of US Steel, but I didn't. But I needed something, and I could show you how to do it. That's right. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually give you the pick while I'm buying it. Not like other things that I hear where they get into the stock. Oh, maybe this happens too. Maybe this happens also. That there's a low volume stock out there with a small float, and they start buying tens of thousands of shares, and then they send an email out to their subscribers.
We love this stock right now. Considering that we just bought 100,000 shares of it.
We love it right now.
And we've been buying it for a week, but we're not going to tell you that.
We love it right now.
We got the important people into the stock about a week ago.
We love it right now. And then it pops. They get out. The stock maybe goes up 1 or 2 cents. And then when you don't sell it and it goes down and you take a loss,
well, we told you that, it was up a penny. You had your chance to make money.
see, I actually tell you when I'm getting into the stock, sometimes before I even do the trade. Sometimes I say, I think you should get into this, and then I forget about it. So sometimes you'll be in the trade, I won't even be in the trade. That's how special of a guy I am. All right. Suck it, and have a nice day.